Hello, fellow edutainmentees. Injasuti here. I'm just busy putting a piece of paper in front of my camera, so I stop looking at myself. And I look at, I think, where the lens is. I'm not sure. Somewhere up there. Okay. All right. So I hope you're all well. And this is just an interim lesson on a particular subject that a lot of people struggle with. Now, there's a lot about it on the internet and Google, and I thought that I would do it as well, just to see if I can explain it in a way that makes sense to you, that's not too difficult. And really it's not. It's very simple. Okay? And once you practice, it'll come very easily to you. So let's go through that. Here are the three sounds at the end of the word. Now, you know the difference between a regular and an irregular verb, don't you? If a verb is regular, then its past tense, we'll just add the ed to make it past. All right, like want is the regular verb, and we want to make it past tense. We put the ed and make it wanted. Okay, that's past tense. And of course, in an irregular verb, you can't do that. The past tense is usually a completely different word, like sit, sat, not sitted. All right, so that's an irregular verb, and I'm sure you know all that already. Okay, but now the ed ending has got three different sounds, and it'll become clear as we go through. So we don't go wanted. Okay, we don't go ed, even though it is spelt like that. It has an id sound, so a bit of a schwa and a d, sort of wanted, id. That's how we say it. Okay, id. And the other ones will go t or d, but we'll get to those shortly. Let's have a look at the main rule. This is the important bit. But before we do that, I want to, if you don't know this already, let me explain it to you. And that's about what we call a voiced and an unvoiced sound. Okay, now this bit here is your larynx, or your voice box. This is where all the sound comes from. And it's got chords that vibrate very quickly when you speak. And they cause a vibration if you're using them. So I want you to place your fingertips very gently on your larynx here. And I want you to go, and you can feel the vibration in your fingertips, can't you? That's called a voiced sound. Okay, now if you were to go, nothing, no vibrations. That's an unvoiced sound. The vocal cords are not vibrating when you go s. Okay, and that'll come in handy later. All right, good to know. So now this is the main rule. This is the important one, and the one that you need to focus on. And that is that when we have the base verb, we need to identify the sound at the end of the base verb. Okay, now if that sound is a t or d, so t is unvoiced, d is voiced, either one of those two sounds, then you would emphasize the ed ending. All right, if it's any other sound other than t or d, then you don't emphasize the ed ending. Basically, that's what it is. Now let's have a look at some words and it'll all become clear. So we have want. Want is the base verb. The end sound is t, highlighted in red and capitalized for your ease and convenience. So want, ed. End. Yes, that's got a d sound. End, ed. Ended. Decide. Yes, definite d sound there. Now remember, it's the sound, not the letter, so don't pay any attention to the e in decide. It's the sound. Decide. Yes, decided. Admit. Admitted. Suggest. Suggested. Recommend. Recommended. Hate. Hated. Intend. Intended. And start, started. Okay, so if you can identify that end sound as being t or d, then you know what you need to do. Okay, so that's basically all it is. But let's move on because everybody else does. So the rule, the second rule that they give us is if the base verb ends in the sounds p, f, s, ch, sh, k, th, which are all voiceless, before the ed ending, then you would say t at the end of it. Just t. So let's look at some words to see what it means. So capitalized and in red is the N sound at the end of the base verb. Stop. P, p. Can we say stop head? No. Stop. T. Stopped. As you see in brackets. Stopped. Laugh. Laugh. Laughed. Laughed. Promise. Oh, an S sound there. Promised. Promised. Watch. Ch, watched. Finish. Sh, sh, finished. Walk. K, walked. Pop. Popped. Talk. K, talked. Brush. Brushed. Reach. Ch, reached. Kiss. Kissed. Froth. Frothed. Frothed. Okay, so you see all those other strange sounds, those endings there, and they're all unvoiced, so we just go t at the end. Okay, now if we have a look at the voiced sounds, which are these here, this is the rule 3. If the base verb ends in the sounds b, g, v, v, z, j, m, n, o, a, ear, before the ed ending, then ed is pronounced as d. Okay, so let's practice. Allow, ow, allow, ow, ow, yes, allow, d. Cry, I, definite vibration there, I, cried, cried. Enjoy, oi, enjoyed. Clean, cleaned. Imagined, imagined. Bridge, bridged. Bang, banged. Clear, ear, cleared. Breathe, this is the heavy th, the. Breathe, breathed. Okay, breathed. Now those are the 3 rules that we get taught. But in my opinion, the t and the d at the ends of these words are so similar in sounds, I wouldn't even bother worrying about it. Okay, now a t and especially a d at the beginning of the word is heavily emphasized. Dog, disaster, disastrous, dogmatic. All right, it's a heavy sound, but the d at the end of the words is much softer. So soft it sounds a bit like a t. So don't work too hard trying to differentiate between the t and the d at the end of those words, because if you said d, more than likely it's going to sound like a t anyway. All right? If I go brushed, raised, kissed, bridged, talked, cleared, can you really tell the difference between the t and the d at the end? I can't. I really can't. Just focus on the first one, and that's the t or the d sound at the end of the base verb. That's all you have to do. Okay, it's as easy as that. Okay, so just a quick lesson, and I'm sure that you'll find lots of verbs that you can practice that with. Good. Anyway, all the best, guys. Take care.